Modern intelligence systems rely heavily on data, metadata, network analysis, AI modeling, risk scoring, but data access in the UK is not unlimited. It is governed by law, warrants, and oversight mechanisms designed to constrain power and ensure proportionality. So how exactly do oversight systems and warrants control intelligence data use in the United Kingdom? First, it is important to understand a core principle. Intelligence agencies cannot simply access any data at will. Legal authority is required. In the UK, much of this authority is structured under legislation that defines when data can be collected, what type of data can be accessed, how long it can be retained, and who must approve access. Access is conditional, not automatic. A central mechanism is the warrant system. Certain intrusive powers, such as intercepting communications or conducting targeted surveillance, require formal warrants. These warrants must meet specific legal thresholds. They must demonstrate necessity, proportionality, relevance to national security or serious crime. Requests are not self-authorised. They pass through structured approval processes. In many cases, the UK operates a double lock system. This means that certain warrants require approval by a Secretary of State and independent review by a Judicial Commissioner. This two-stage process adds executive and judicial scrutiny. It is designed to prevent unilateral decision-making. Not all data access is equally intrusive. There is a distinction between content of communications and communications data. Content refers to the substance of messages. Communications data refers to metadata, such as who contacted whom, when, and from where. Both categories are regulated, but the thresholds and authorization processes may differ. Legal distinctions matter. Oversight does not end with authorization. There are audit and review mechanisms. Independent bodies review the use of powers. Compliance teams examine whether data was accessed lawfully. Records are maintained. Decisions must be defensible. Accountability continues after collection. Data retention is also controlled. Collected data cannot be stored indefinitely without legal basis. Retention periods are defined. Minimization procedures may require irrelevant data to be deleted. Access may be restricted to authorized personnel. Oversight is not only about access, it is also about limitation. Another critical component is transparency at the institutional level. While operational details remain classified, aggregate information about the use of certain powers is reported publicly. Oversight Commissioners publish reports. These reports assess whether agencies comply with legal frameworks. This creates external review beyond the agencies themselves. It is also important to understand proportionality. Just because a capability exists does not mean it will be used in every case. Warrants must demonstrate that less intrusive options are insufficient. Data use must be targeted. Broad fishing expeditions are inconsistent with the legal framework. Structured justification is required. Oversight mechanisms also address emerging technologies. As AI systems and advanced analytics become more prominent, their use must remain within legal boundaries. Automation does not remove oversight. Algorithmic outputs do not replace warrant requirements. Human authorization remains central, even in data-driven environments. Critics often raise concerns about surveillance and privacy. These concerns are part of democratic discourse. The UK oversight model attempts to balance national security, individual rights, legal accountability, operational effectiveness. This balance is imperfect and debated, but it is structured, and it is institutionalized. It is also worth emphasizing the boundary between intelligence and evidence. Intelligence collection may operate under specific statutory powers. Court evidence must meet admissibility standards. Oversight helps ensure that data use remains within its authorized purpose. Mission creep is restricted through legal design. So how do oversight and warrants control UK intelligence data use? By requiring legal authorization before intrusive access, by applying necessity and proportionality tests, by implementing executive and judicial review, by auditing compliance after collection, by limiting retention and enforcing minimization, and by embedding accountability within the intelligence architecture. Modern counter-terror work depends on data, but data access is constrained by law. Oversight is not an optional layer, it is a structural component of the system. In the UK model, power and restraint are designed to operate together. If you want to understand how those authorised powers translate into operational investigations, that process is explored in the wider UK Intelligence and Counter-Terror series on this channel.